The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is an American television sitcom created by Andy and Susan Borowitz for NBC. It aired from September 10, 1990, to May 20, 1996. The series stars Will Smith as a fictionalized version of himself, a street-smart teenager born and raised in West Philadelphia who is sent to move in with his wealthy uncle and aunt in Bel-Air, where his lifestyle often clashes with that of his upper-class relatives. Known as Smith's star vehicle into television and later his film career, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a top hit for NBC, running for 148 episodes over 6 seasons. A reunion special/retrospective reuniting the original cast debuted on HBO Max in November 2020. A more dramatic reimagining of the series, titled Bel-Air and based on the fan film of the same name, was given a 2-season order for Peacock and released on February 13, 2022. Premise: the series follows Will Smith's complicated journey from the streets of West Philadelphia to the gated mansions of Bel-Air. This series dives into racial tension, culture shock, and black excellence. Cast and characters. Main. Jabari Banks as Will Smith, a 16-year-old from West Philadelphia who is sent to live with his aunt and uncle in Bel-Air by his mother, V.Y. Cassandra Freeman as Vivian Banks, Will's aunt, wife of Philip, mother of Hillary, Carlton, and Ashley and sister of V.Y. Jimmy Akingbola as Jeffrey Thompson, the house manager of the Bankses, originally from Jamaica before moving to London as a child. Ollie Sholotan as Carlton Banks, the lacrosse-playing middle child of Viv and Phil and Will's cousin and adversary. Coco Jones as Hillary Banks, a social media influencer, excellent chef, and eldest child of Viv and Phil and Will's cousin. Akira Akbar as Ashley Banks, the 12-year-old youngest child of Viv and Phil and Will's cousin. Simone Joy Jones as Lisa Wilkes, a potential love interest of Will, and Carlton's ex. She is also on the swim team. Jordan L. Jones as Jazz, a taxi driver Will met and bonded with when he arrived at Lax. He also owns a record store and has a crush on Hillary. Adrian Holmes as Philip Banks, Will's lawyer uncle, husband of Viv and father of Hillary, Carlton, and Ashley. Recurring. April Parker Jones as Viola V.Y. Smith, Will's mother. Steve Onthart as Trey Melbert, Will's former best friend in Philadelphia. Tyler Barnhart as Connor Satterfield, Carlton's best friend. Joe Holt as Fred Wilkes, Lisa's father who is a chief of police for the LAPD. Charlie Hall as Tyler Laramie, Will's friend and basketball teammate at Bel-Air Academy. John Beavers as Kylo. Michael Ealy as Reed Broderick. Special guest stars. Daphne Maxwell Reid as Janice, a board member of the Art Council. Reid previously was the second actress to portray Vivian Banks in the original series. Vernee Watson-Johnson as Helen, another board member of the Art Council. Watson-Johnson previously portrayed Viola V.Y. Smith in the original series. Marlon Wayans as Lou, Will's father whom he thought abandoned his mother and him. Production. Development. On March 10, 2019, Morgan Cooper uploaded Bel-Air to YouTube. The submission was a fan film, written and directed by him, in the form of a mock trailer for an updated and dramatic reimagining of the television sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Will Smith, who starred in the original sitcom as a fictionalized version of himself, heavily praised the fan film and expressed his interest in expanding the concept into a reboot, personally meeting with Cooper. On August 11, 2020, the series was officially announced after being in the works for over a year. At the time, Netflix, HBO Max, and Peacock were bidding for the rights to the series. On September 8, 2020, Peacock gave the series a 2-season order under the title Bel-Air, with Westbrook Incorporated and Universal Television producing. Smith and Cooper executive produce alongside Terrence Carter, James Lasseter, Miguel Melendez, Malcolm Spellman, Quincy Jones, Benny Medina, Andy Borowitz, and Susan Borowitz. An online premiere for the series was held on February 9, 2022, by Crown and Conquer. The series premiered on Peacock on February 13, 2022, with its first 3 episodes. Upon the streaming records announcement, it was reported that Anthony Sparks joined the series as an executive producer for the second season. On October 13, 2022, it was announced that Carla Banks Waddles has been promoted to executive producer and showrunner for the second season, replacing T.J. Brady and Rashid Newson, who were the showrunners for the first season. Banks Waddles was a CO executive producer for the first season. The second season is scheduled to premiere on February 23, 2023, with the first 3 episodes available immediately and the rest debuting on a weekly basis. Casting. In August 2021, Smith surprised Jabari Banks with the news that Banks would star as the lead. In September 2021, Adrian Holmes, Cassandra Freeman, Ali Sholotan, Coco Jones, Akira Akbar, Jimmy Akingbola, Jordan L. Jones, and Simone Joy Jones joined the cast as series regulars. In January 2022, Karrueche Tran, Dwayne Martin, Joe Holt, April Parker Jones, Steve Hart, Scotty Thompson, and Charlie Hall in recurring roles. In March 2022, it was reported that Daphne Maxwell Reid and Vernee Watson Johnson guest starred in episode 9 on March 24. Filming. Principal photography was scheduled to take place in Los Angeles and Philadelphia. On January 7, 2022, it was reported that the series had some positive COVID-19 tests on set, but production was not impacted.